Hello, everyone. Greetings and welcome to Transformational Tools Energy Focus of the Week for December 27th through January 3rd. Wow, we're already here at the end of our year. Wow. And what a year. It's been amazing and one amazing readings, and we're ready for more. So, hi, Marion, saying hi. And hi. um, Let's see. Okay, I'm going to start today with just taking a little reminder about December's monthly oracle cards, excuse me, which completes in about 4 days from now. But if I also suggest that you go over to our YouTube channel, which will have the monthly focus for January, after January 1st, after New Year's. So you can get a little heads up before you have our next meeting if you want to do that. Last week, we touched on what happens when we're not firmly grounded in love. And we know that changing your thoughts is a great idea, and it can quickly help us to get out of it, whatever we're concerned or worried or not in the moment with. So can doing something physical. We talked about some of that too. Like moving your body, singing, dancing, things like that. And also looking down from a higher perspective, right? When like up on the mountain or the eagle's view. And I really like to pose the thought, how many times in my life have I been successful at coming through difficult times? So far, 100%. And here we are, and here I am. And I'm also liking the idea of preparing for seeing new possibilities as we go along, because there's always some that we could take if we choose to during this transition. I don't know about you, but for me, it's like it starts out and I'm thinking, gosh, I wonder what will happen. And then as we go along, something appears and something else appears. And it's like, oh, well, I could do that. Or I hadn't thought of this idea. I can do that. And those things, when I get in my worry mode, I don't stop to think about that. And so I've been really practicing that lately, and it's really, really helping me. Just an idea. And I'm going to invite you to put in the chat any ways that you have where you use, little tricks or little shifts in your attention, in your energy. If you have a way that you like to share with us today, put it in the chat. We'd really love to see it and read it, because, as we share these ideas, it helps all of us go, oh, one person might like this idea, another person might like that idea, and we can help each other to grow that way. And Marion, I didn't know if you'd like to chime in on that, something that you like to use to shift your energy and your ideas.
Oh, I'd love to. Um,
Great.
what I'm going to say, what helps me shift the gears from a serious situation to something that's going to be palatable. Love also, love also is there with me when I choose to scream, stomp, yell, and I just let her rip. And love is also with me to when those that particular topic is whatever it may be that's just messed you up. The love and the stomping and the screaming and the yelling and whatever I have to do, it literally gives me the answer. So it's worth it and it's kind of fun. But you want to live out in the woods to do that, not an apartment. I just giving you a heads up on that. But yeah. And I
Okay.
want to do this. Arlene will like this. Also, it helps me move through the mishmash, which I call disruptions. And I like that word mishmash, by the way. And it really is helpful to get it out and then know that you're still loving self, everything's cool, and then just get on with it. So that's what I do.
Well, it's such a good physical and emotional release too. With it all, it's just
Yeah.
let it out. And sometimes, as a physical being, I mean, it's helpful to. It can be helpful to do it. And like you said, if you live in town, you might want to take a trip to the countryside. We don't all
Well,
live in the woods like you do, unfortunately. But thanks for sharing that. And like we said, we're um, happy to have you put yours in the chat too to share with us. So, and our cards for December, just to go into that, were wings, and that was this card here. And the idea was to fly with your soul felt desires, to just fly and know that you are supported. Just kind of recapping here. The lesson was in gold to choose what you follow or what you value. Choose, choose, choose. You have a choice. And strength in blue, bring, expand yourself by bringing creative thoughts into being. And I'm wondering if, some of you have had those experiences this month. I know that it's not like a big thing for a lot of people, but for me, I've had this old refrigerator for just a long, long, long time, and have been putting off getting it. And we got a new one just a couple weeks ago, and it was it was interesting trying to prepare for it. It demanded some, really clearing and cleaning and housekeeping and da 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 and making way for the fridge to be coming in and going out. And it was just an interesting kind of experience, but I found the energy and even kind of almost let myself be excited. But after I got it in, I'm still like so joyous over having this in my. I mean, my kids came down for Christmas. I wanted to show them, and things like that. Was just I was so excited, and every time I open the door, I'm happy. I feel happy because it's like something I put into, intention a long time ago, I and finally moved on it. And I think the encouragement of wings and all that really helped that energy to go, it's time. It's time to do this. And right now seems to be the best time. So let's go for it. And, and whatever we're um, putting out as our intentions, it really, the wings and that whole thing for this month has really our soul felt desires, as we act on them, even just a little bit, it begins to move the ball rolling and moving that energy into our lives. I'm so grateful for that for sure. And Marion, do you have a thought about what wings has meant this time for us?
Well, I think what I want to do is just, so this is kind of short, grounded in love, with love, and for love. And then after that, I go, yay, who. So it covers the whole thing, for, with, and for self. It's just be in it. Just surround yourself with it, inside, outside, up, down, back, forth, left, right. So that's, I can't say that's what wings means to me, but wings is all that to me. And then.
Yeah, I'm reading Jeannie's post in chat that says, I like to do something that's used in my Qigong practice. I throw my arms in the air and say several times, I feel so connected, so peaceful, and so grounded. You could even say that to yourself or out loud, different things that you feel connected to regarding the earth and source, etc. That's a wonderful practice. Thank you for sharing that.
Yep.
I like the arms up and shout. That's very cool. That's very cool. All right. So let's move on to the cards for this week. Boy, as I was pulling the cards this week, it wanted me to really take my time and really think about each one of these. And the first one is called Passionate Ascension. And it looks like this, and you can see all these beautiful colors. I don't know, Marion, do you have the card with you too?
Yeah, I've got it right here.
Great. Maybe you could hold it up too. Yeah, thank you.
You want to keep it up?
Yeah, just for a little bit. What I was getting through this was intention and commitment to the spiritual journey have brought us to this juncture. A time of liftoff. Let your passion propel you inward to your core. And you can really see the core of this card. So it's inviting us to go inward to our core, to combust outward in a new way of being without looking back. This luminary brings you the propellant for the journey into the new experiences. Release and spiral forward with the new energies you have appearing in your experiences. Wow. I mean, that is really telling us that it's time to all the work we've been doing, all the internal work we've been doing has brought us to this moment. And I like the terms a time of liftoff. And I also like the ones spiraling forward with the new energies that you find in your experiences. And the propellant for the journey. I feel just like looking at these, like these are like propellers, on a machine of some sort. But just the greens and yellows, totally heartfelt, with lots of love and emotion and drive, and yellows in it. The yellows being the practical mind, bringing that energy in, and then just beaming from this beautiful core, this beautiful energy. And you can see the spirals too in it, working for us, helping us to move us. So, a suggestion might be, okay, Marion, thank you. A suggestion might be to keep this card out if you don't already, and really look at it and use it. I mean, you can put it near your heart, you can put it wherever you feel like it's going to help energize you to look at your new experiences and find those places that move you forward.
I want to also share, when you get
Yes.
done, what stood out for me.
Yes, please go ahead.
Oh, Um, well, what stood out was have the passion, and have the courage and passion, and truly follow your inner promptings, because it will take you to a new experience. And the other part that stood out more so today than ever, and I don't know why, but that's the way it is, awaken to force in motion as dimensions open to a new way of being. That is cool. And this particular card, ta-da, is a card that if you are at that place in your life, it can support you, and it can also lend you ways to develop this way of doing. And so that's what I wanted to say about Passionate Ascension. It's a very, very powerful card. And it's just, and it's fun, and work. A lot of work and a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that to add to it's work and fun, because working means we have to be conscious of our choices, and what we're doing, and follow that inner prompting, like you said. Yeah, appreciate your addition to that. That was really great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and now let's look at our card. Our color card for this one is the Lesson in Magenta. The Lesson in Magenta. And basically the card says, release the burdens of the world. And what came through in here was the color. The color is really what stood out. If you have that one, Mary, maybe you could hold it up as well.
I told you I found. Oh, I did find them. Here they are. I got them. Okay,
Lesson
I will get
in
the magenta.
Yeah.
Lesson in Magenta.
Magenta has the ability to transmute unbalanced energies. This is a combination of the colors red, which indicates independence, white, which means expansive possibilities, and blue, a desire to speak out and change the world. Wow, what a combination. Magenta is the color of compassion and healing. And its complement is lime green. Let's see if I can get that up a little clearer here. I'm not sure. Okay. It says magenta is supported by lime green, which brings open-heartedness and clear empowerment. And that green is like fresh, in the springtime when the buds are coming out. It's that beautiful lime green, just that really almost yellow green. And it's ready there and help you. And you can see it's in this card too. These two go really, really well together, because as we step out and we are committed to our journey, and we are ready to bring you, propel us into a new place, then we are supported by unconditional love, unconditional compassion. And that's what we bring to it too. We bring that as we allow that in our lives to really balance our energies. Then we can move with confidence and trust. It really helps in those departments. And let me give you, thank you, Mary. Let me give you a little exercise that we do. We take a circle above our head. I like to think of it as a dream catcher, but you can think of it as a tennis racket or whatever you want. And it is all the color magenta. we take that and we just bring it down over our head and down over our body and energy field. And we go through and it transmutes any energies that are incompatible or unwanted or not needed anymore in our energy fields. And we bring it all the way down to your feet. And we do that about 3 times. We used to say Arlene would used to say, it's kind of like a bug zapper where it'll go down and you might feel like, oh, this area I could stay there for a minute. And it, like zap, 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 bug zapper, and it zaps the energies that aren't wanted. And you can really actually focus and feel where, oh, I want this place a little bit longer. And then you keep going, and it's clear. And then, oh, there's another place. You can just do it as slow or as fast as you wish, all the way down. And doing it 3 times kind of gets that 3rd time. It's just, everything's clear. And this can help us moving forward when we know that compassionate energy is ours, and we can be able to give that to those that are, in front of us, that need us and need our help and healing efforts toward them. Yeah. And Marion, do you want to share about?
Well, just a little bit. I had forgotten about the Dreamcatcher to use, and I had to think about it going back like 5 years. I haven't used it since. But what I do remember, and I'm going to start using it now because that would make my work a lot quicker, faster, a lot more. I think it's just quicker, faster. But whenever this tennis racket Dreamcatcher is coming down, it really does stop. The energy does stop, and that's when you pay attention. Say it stopped at your eyes. You pay attention to where it stopped, and what I do in the middle of it, you don't have to do this, but I remember I'd write down eyes, and then that would be it, because it was after I had the experience that I would find a lot of the answers to whatever it was that was bothering me. Because if you're a kind of person that really does feel everything about the world, and that's not a good place to be, in a sense that it makes for a lot more, in my opinion, a little bit more complicated life, but also you're tense. And what I learned not to be as tense, but I'm one of those people that feel everything, so to speak. And so I've used other ways of taking care of that, but I like this one now that Leslie's reminded me of it, and I'm going to go back and use that one because it was a quicker way to let go and move on to the next problem. So thanks, Leslie, for telling that.
Yeah, I know it's always there, and sometimes we get in the middle of it and forget it's there, but it's definitely a good one to help clear.
Yeah, it really
is. I love that energy too, that compassionate, loving energy. Oof. Yep. Okay, we're going to move on to some announcements. I want to be sure to remind you to sign up for our monthly newsletter if you haven't so far. And you can do that by going to transformationaltools.com and look on the events page. On that page, you'll find when the new classes are, what's coming up the next month, and also information about the Vortal, our new creation of where people can come together each month and have special times together where we can share as community and to learn new things and to practice things together that uplift us and help us move through this time. And it is a small fee to get in. I think $7 a month or something like that. And it's well worth it with the classes and everything that you can get. Lots several freebies and some discounts, and just the information, just getting together is so worth it. Anyway, that's my advertisement. Okay, and I think we're ready for personal readings now. And Dodie is first up today. And so, would you like to, Marion, would you like to do a luminary or a color card for Dodie?
Because I want to do luminary.
Luminary, okay.
Yeah. I'm just drawn to the luminaries. But I will share. I'll do the cards sometimes too. But I will do the luminary today. Dodie, 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 Dodie. I don't recall when this is, so I'm going to look it up. Awakened.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show it to you in a minute, Dodie.
I'll hold it up when I can. There we go. Looks like this. I'll hold it up while you want to read it. That's fine. Or talk about it.
Well, I want to look at see what jumps out at me. Is what I like to do with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Dodie, a lot of stuff jumped out at me. This is kind of, the numbers are 4 and 9. The frequency is number 4 and 9. Okay. It's like it says here, what was changing? Everything is changing. Anyway, awakened is about change. And it basically lets you know that as you are moving through your life, you have this opportunity for transforming and being empowered. And you are also, all of us are aware of a new world that's coming in, or a new, I don't like to call it the new world. It's just a new way of seeing things is coming in, and we're going to be ready for it because of being what we're doing right now. Let's see. The other part that jumps out is, well, it's just everything you already know, Dodie. There's a lot of movement going on inside of us, and there's lots of high energy, high emotions. And but this can be taken into when you look at this card, it can be a situation where you can take it right into a place of peace and harmony and deep love. And that can actually be a tool that you could also sit on your desk just to remind you of where we get to land in our journey, because it's a privilege. It truly is a privilege right now to be doing this and to be in this, even though it sometimes feels absolutely horrible. But that's what these tools are for, is to help you see, hey, wait a minute, there is something here that I can manage. There's something here that I can use to help me understand better everything. And so, sorry, Dodie, I didn't mean to get on and on, but that's it. That's what I got for you.
Great. Thank you. I also got that it's not awakening, it's awakened. And there's a certain amount of power in that stance of I am awakened and I am able. It's like a for sure thing. It's like I'm there. And how do I use my tools that I have? And so I think that's an added little piece of it too, is knowing that you are capable, you are are definitely in that place to be able to do this work, this way of being, this new way of being. So that's what I got from my part on that. Let's see. My color card that I got for you, Dodie, was Strength in White. How beautiful. Again, really saying you have this divine connection that with spirit that says you are pure, strong, and unconditionally loving and loved from your very being, within your very being. And as you acknowledge this, that's going to help you make some of these choices. But know that, hey, I am tuned in and turned on. So that's your card. How awesome. All right. And I think next we have Shanti. I believe it's either Shanti or Will. I think it's Shanti. We'll do hers next anyway.
Now, who are we doing?
Shanti, and
Shanti.
do you want to be doing all the luminaries, or do you want to be doing back and forth? I know Arlene and I go back and forth, but what would you like to do, Marion?
Oh, I would rather just do exclusive
Luminary.
The luminaries for right now.
Okay, all right. So go ahead and pick that, and then I'll do her color card first because I can be quicker at that while you're looking it up. And Shanti, let's see what the color cards have for you. Okay, this shows Lesson in Brown. Now, Brown, it says own your own worth. And Brown is really connected to the earth and to nature. And I don't know if it works for you, but I think this is saying be sure to go into nature and take some time there to really renew your energies. And even if it's breathing the air, even if it's walking by a stream, connecting with the trees, digging your feet into the earth, although it might be kind of cold right now, depending on where you are, to really begin to see how linked you are to this earth, to all the nurture and nourishment that the earth can bring your heart and soul and body. And blue is the complement, which is the sky. Again, inviting you to go outside and connect. So that's your color card for this week. Okay.
Shanti, I got the luminary mosaic, and it is the number for this, the frequency for this card is number 10. I gotta change. Okay, thank you. Now, this kind of dovetails into when Leslie was talking about going to nature, and again, we've been talking about this grounding and love. Mosaic, it talks about uniqueness that is all around us, and it also talks to us about. I'm just going to read this part because it's just easier instead of trying to. Okay, anyway, mosaic brings together all the variations of form. Each is stunning in its own way. Each is part of the web of life. Now, this other part that jumps out too is the beginning of I had to read that one first, and I need to do this one now. But you are a unique tile in this universal mosaic of being. Claim your special beauty, even as you allow others to do the same. I got to make sure that said even. Yes. So, but the structure you want is nature, to see who you are, and then to see others and be able to accept how they are. And so I really like this particular reading, because it is helpful to know that all of us are a unique tile in the mosaic, and it's lovely to have this to remind us of that, to be grounded in our Earth Mother, and then that will allow for a lot more at easeness and relaxation as you discover more. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with that.
Okay. And Shanti, I'm getting strength in orange.
Now, who are we doing?
Shanti. We're still doing Shanti, yes.
Okay.
It says be sensual, alive, and present, and happy. And orange, remember, is that creative center. And blue is the expression. Blue is up here at your throat, expressing that aliveness. So along with mosaic and seeing yourself as unique, it's inviting you to express that aliveness in you and that presence in you, and to revel in your senses. And that includes all your senses, your sense about people, your sense about yourself, your senses, just feeling alive in nature. So what a great card to get. This is really going to help your reading today.
I have one more little piece just to add, and then I'll be done. Okay. After you showed that, I also saw this in here that I want Shanti to see. Source invites you to open your heart to that which is different. Welcome beings from this world and beyond. Though clothed in unfamiliar form, listen with understanding, integrating that which resonates to your soul. Such uniqueness weaves into the universal mosaic of being. Oh, thank you, Shanti.
I was a little surprised I had another one for her, but that's how it works sometimes. So,
Another color card?
Yeah, because I'd already done lesson in brown, but she gets both. So yeah. All right. So next we're doing Will.
Will. Wow, that's awesome. I knew that was going to be that before it came up. That doesn't happen very often. It is integrity.
Okay, here it is.
Wow. Well, not that you don't already know this card, Will, but the vibrations of the number is 8 and 64. It's basically what I would call an action card. What it's doing, very first sentence, is step through the emerald doorway of the heart and declaring, I remember, I am home, I am. That's a lot. That's a lot. Also, it goes, okay, that doesn't pertain. I got to find another place that pertains to you, and then I'll be done. Um, oh boy. Okay, this is it. Allow your homing device to bring you back where you began, back to the emerald doorway into the all. You have accomplished more than you know. Come home. That's it. That's all I want to do with that. And I think we go through the emerald doorway more than once.
Yeah, you can go in a doorway in and out, huh? That's cool. Well, I got two again, so here we go. The first one is strength in magenta, compassionate healing. This is saying this energy is available to you, and that compassion is becoming and healing is becoming part of everything you choose to do in a greater way, than it may have been before. And as we move into the new energies, that it is there for you to draw upon and more present for each day. And the other one was strength in orange, sensual, alive, present, and happy. So it's, as you know, it's saying, feel that happiness, that alive and present as you move out into these new places that you're exploring and doing and becoming. And joy is the word I get. Joy, joy at many levels. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Okay, and next we have Jeannie S.
Jeannie S. Jeannie. Oh, one of my most favorite. Jeannie, you got, I gotta find the page number. You got Love Child. Love Child. Oh, I was already turned to it.
Well, there you go.
Now, well, okay, the numbers, the frequency of the numbers is 5 and 10. Vibration of the numbers is 5 and 10. And Love Child is all about protecting your innocence with discernment. It's all about knowing when things are helpful and when they're not helpful. Knowing about, this is the part I like that Arlene wrote, wrap seriousness in cotton candy while you explore the world with childlike wonder. Now, right along with that, not only childlike wonder, but grown-up imagination. Now, I'm not going to say any more about that because it's a fun thing. I was thinking about it today, thinking about it this morning, and we can explore the world like a child with this imagination that's very loving as a grown-up. So that's that part. Now, also what jumps out, oh boy, okay. Living from the strength of your innocence. I think that would be that grown-up imagination. That would fall into that. Means accepting self and others, even while being judged, choosing from infinite possibilities without restriction, and living with no expected outcomes. Wow. I just want to say that one more time. Choosing from infinite possibilities without restrictions and living with no expected outcomes. All is given and received without strings attached. It's a gift of love, deep love. That's what I want to say to you. And
Right. And I would just add in love child, that what I was getting is you can, with this child part, you can let them know that you have the adult discernment it takes to know what is, welcoming, and know what is maybe not what you want to choose. So that's a wonderful part to bring along with your grown up imagination. Oh, great. Okay, we have Ofa. Ofa next.
Ofa. Ofa. Let me see. Wow, 2 came up. I grabbed 2 and they both, well, the 2 that came up was expanding and mosaic again. Now what do I do? Both of them? I guess.
Yeah, something, elements of both of them.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Start
Ofa, you have 2 cards. 2 cards. I think I'll talk about mosaic again. I think I'm going to sound like a broken record. Well, Ofa, I'm doing this one. This is mosaic, and again, you are a unique tile, okay, in this universal mosaic, and you claim your special beauty, even as you allow others to do the same. Your special beauty. I love that. The message from mosaic is, I bring together all the variations of form. Each is stunning in its own way. Each is part of the web of life. Each come from the heart of the one. Together, uniqueness creates design that fashions an expression of pattern and beauty. Rejecting even one piece spoils the design. Embracing all completes the circuit for vibrant connections beyond space and time. Okay. And
expanding. I just noticed, look at how much the colors are similar in both of these. See if I can get them both in at the same time. But there's this one and then this one. I mean, very similar colors. One is a little more turquoise.
And this is your second card, Ofa, and it is the vibrations of number 6, 12, and 24. It asks you to expand your thinking, evolve your vision, embrace your uniqueness, and join the universal orchestration of all that is. Now I'm going to jump down here a little bit because the message from expanding is, my energy reflects from facet to facet, moving from inner to outer, from outer to inner. Gone are the cords that would keep you from expanding. You be the movement, you be the brightness, and you be the empowerment. Now, I said that. I'm going to also say this part too. I am energy, orgasmically pulsing, yet relaxed, flowing and bright. Um, okay. And if you're comfortable with expansion, this next part is about the evolvement, levels of evolvement. And also, it's time you can expand even further. So if you have this card, it would be advantageous for you to relax and enjoy, and whatever you do to do that, like for instance meditation or yoga pose or whatever. This would be very helpful for you. Now, I don't know if I told you the numbers, but numbers are becoming more important to me, so I'd like to share these numbers for you. The vibration of 6, 12, and 24. So that's what I got.
I have to remark that the passionate ascension that we drew for this, week is encouraging that expansion and embracing your uniqueness, and to you talked about going right out into the, what's next. So there we go.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Yeah, for sure. Okay, we have Grace next.
Grace?
Hi,
Is that Grace? Grace?
Grace.
Hi, Grace. Okay, I have.
Oh, wait, just a second. I'm not sure I gave Ofa her color card. We did 2 of the others. Just so you know, you're in the swing with lots of others here today. It's Strength in Orange. It's the 3rd time we've gotten it. So sensual, alive, present, and happy. And that just reiterates exactly what she just said to you. So double it.
Double it.
Yep. Be happy in your exploring. Yes, Grace.
Hi, Grace. I've got a luminary for you, and it is dawning.
Oh, dawning. Yeah. Here we go.
Well, dawning. I don't think that one's dawning, is it?
Oh, I think sorry. There are 2 that kind of are spiky like that. Sorry.
That's all right. This is dawning, Grace.
That's the one. And I'll find it here quickly. There we go. Okay.
Okay, Grace. Okay, the number. Ooh, I like this. The number of dawning, the vibration is number 11, Grace. Number 11. Well, I'm just going to read the first part because I like it so much. Something to consider. Life renews itself from moment to moment. Accept your new growth with faith, even as you push through the fog of uncertainty. Passionately throw open your windows to the dawn. Live fully. Every moment counts. And Grace, you know that. Every moment counts. Now, should I go on? Yes, I guess okay, here we go. A message from dawning. In a process of trust, cooperation, resonant honoring of each other, I assist humanity to create through the human heart and the empowered self, using rhythmic wave formations emanating from the earth. I am the power of creation, growing, forming, and emerging from the earth through humans. That's all I can do for you right now, Grace, and that's awesome that you got this card. That's all I got to say.
That creation emerging, that's I get that's a real boost for Grace, and she already is such a creator that Yeah, get ready for some juice along that line. Awesome. And the color card I picked for you was Strength in Turquoise. Yay, wonderful one to have strength in. Self-responsible, full of integrity, and purposeful. And you bring that to your work, to your offering that you bring outside. And that's that beautiful place, as you know, between the heart and the throat. And that's higher purpose. And you definitely are saying yes to your purpose. This is just a saying, we are with you and we are you, and have fun. Okay. And the last, I think, is Mia.
Mia. Now, I just can't imagine who that could be. How many people do I know its name is Mia? Hi, Mia. Let's see what we got for you. Oh my goodness gracious. Ta-da! Look what we got for her.
Wow. double passionate ascension.
Yeah, double. Yep. What page is that on? Passionate Ascension, page 24.
Yeah, here we go again. Wow.
What can we say? What can we say? Well, Passionate Ascension numbers again are 4 and 8. And whoa. The only thing that's jumping out at me for you is, how do I feel at this juncture in my journey or in the journey? That's the question you might ask Passionate Ascension. And then the next thing is applying Passionate Ascension to your life. And I'm just going to read this what it suggests. Imagine Passionate Ascension has become a hologram in front of you. This is fun, Mia. You can do this one. Step into its energy. Be aware of your experience through all your senses. You see it, you hear it, you taste it, you feel it, and you smell it. When you are ready, you step back into the present moment. And then you say, how has your reality changed? Anyway, that's a one way to apply a Passionate Ascension in the many tools that you already have. So that's about it for you right now, Mia, on Passionate Ascension. If you have anything, Leslie,
Yeah. I just get that this is when something comes up twice, it's kind of like, are you paying attention? So yes, you are. And the way that you have reached this place of passionate ascension has been at your own beautiful pace, at your own beautiful circumstances that you've gone through. And right now, your
I just hold this up because I wanted to look at it.
Yeah.
No,
it's a lesson in indigo, and you are an indigo girl. And it just says, just trust what you know, honey. Just trust what you know. And you do a good job at that. But this is saying, in this time of, getting both of these ascension cards, it's saying you are there, you are moving through it. And the place you're in, just trust what you know, because it'll serve you as it always does, and serves so many others. That's what I thought.
You can play with Ascension, Mia. That might be fun. I want to hear about it.
All right. Well, I think we have done an amazing job Bye, Shanti. And yes, Will, you are really right about lots of cards wanting emphasis. Yes, the orange one's about being, awake and alive and celebrating and happy. And all looking at the orange in here, gosh, it's a deep part of it is being out there and living it as we move through it. So thank you for that. And thanks, gals. Beautiful. So we wish you, here we are at the end of our year, end of our month, and we just wish you a blessed new year in your walk, in your journey ahead, and that that we grow as a group, that we grow as a person in our love and in our outreach, in our what do I say, service to each other and to those that we are close to and those we don't even know yet. So
Yeah.
that's my wish for you. And Marion, if you have anything to add. Yes, Arlene says, happy blessed new year, for sure. So
all I gotta say is thank you and love you.
yes, yes, absolutely. So we'll say goodbye for now and see you next time, hopefully. Bye-bye.